Hey guys, good morning, it's Mike Chen. Since coming to Seoul, I came across some incredible Japanese ramen, udon, butadons right in the heart of Seoul. So in this video, we're going on another Japanese noodle tour. And at the first place, you can get a massive bowl of delicious udon for about $3 US. And I'm pretty sure I found the best skimmin, if not the best Japanese ramen place in all of Seoul. And before getting to that, a little Japanese snack time with the sponsor of this video, Sakurako and Tokyo Treat. If you don't know, Sakurako and Tokyo Treat are Japanese subscription snack boxes where every single item is sourced locally in Japan and delivered to your door anywhere in the world. Let's start with Tokyo Treat. And this month's theme for Tokyo Treat is Mount Fuji Snack Venture. Inside each box, you're gonna get a booklet detailing all the different snacks you're getting, the snack makers themselves. And with every Tokyo Treat box, you'll get some of the latest, most exclusive, limited edition, seasonal flavored Japanese snacks like peach Kit Kats, which I've said before, one of my all-time favorite Kit Kat flavors. There's a fun DIY ice cream cone. So you pour the powder in, just add some water, and you can make your own foamy ice cream, and you can put it into these little cones. Bubbly, citrusy, and a lot of fun. Next up, Sakurako box, and this month's theme is Wonders of Saitama. And what I love about the Sakurako box is that each box comes with 20 authentic, artisanal, traditional Japanese snacks, sourced with local Japanese snack makers, and a lot of them have been making snacks for over 100 years. And every single time includes Japanese teas and a tableware item, and this month's is chopsticks, Japanese gummies. Tastes like fresh pears. These are Corintos. These are Japanese wheat snacks. So good. Ooh, milk castella cakes. These are just so fluffy. And every single month, the theme is different, the snacks are different. If you are interested in Japanese culture, Japanese food, or just good snacks in general, you're gonna love these boxes. I think I said this before. When I see these sitting on my doorstep, I just get so happy. And I love the mission of this company, which is to promote traditional Japanese culture through the medium of snacking. Promoting cultures through food, at least in my opinion, the best way to do it. So if you wanna give it a try, go to my link down below. Use my promo code Mikey. You'll get $5 off your Sakurako and Tokyo Treat boxes. All right, I'm gonna eat my breakfast and enjoy the video. Hey guys, good morning. It's Mike Chen here in Seoul, South Korea. Today's gonna be a jam-packed day full of noodles, butadons, and a giant pepperoni pizza. First, maybe the most economic bowl of udon noodles in all of Seoul. So this place, you can get a regular bowl of udon for 4,500 won, so about $330 for a bowl of udon noodles. So I got their regular and their fried fish cake and their most popular, which is the curry. This is incredible. Light with just a blast of umami. Udon noodles, thick and chewy. That broth just ties everything together. I got mine with little slices of fatty beef. Add some chilies in here to give it a little heat. Yeah, that beef is nice and fatty and tender as well. This is such a substantial bowl of udon noodles. This is a good portion for what you're getting for $3. That broth is absolutely spectacular. Chase it with some radish. How amazing is this noodle deal? This is amazing as this thing tastes. So this is the most popular, is their udon noodle. Little crispies on top, scallions, pickled radish. Just soaked in thick curry sauce. Look at this. I'm smelling that rich, spiced up flavor from the curry. And the curry is just absolutely clinging to these noodles. This is freaking delicious. This curry is ridiculously thick, pretty much like a gravy. So every noodle you're slurping is just covered in this delicious stuff. There's also little bits of meat in here as well. You get the nice crunch from the radish and the scallions to kind of balance out the richness. Again, the same chewy, delicious udon noodles. The little crispies again to kind of give it a little textural crunch. This one is way more substantial than obviously the broth version. There's so much more flavor. This is the third one. Check this out. I've never seen anything like this before. This is so unique. Fried fish cake on top of the broth and the noodles. Fried fish cake. It's got a remarkable crunch. And when you bite into it, you got that nice umami-filled sweet fish cake. And when it's dunked into the broth, it's soaking all that delicious broth up. Also, there's kimchi in here to kind of give it a little more acid. It just brings a whole additional layer of texture, flavor, umami. Yeah, this is my favorite so far. This is amazing. I highly recommend getting the version with the kimchi. A little bit more heat and sour, fermented umami flavor. Try the broth. Wow. It's that delicious umami-filled dashi broth with a burning kimchi kick. This is one of the best value meals you can find anywhere in Seoul. About $3, an amazing bowl of udon noodles, or if you want to add a couple more bucks, you get something that's delicious as this. Yeah, this place, highly, highly, highly recommend, especially this udon right here. Such unique textures and flavors. I love this place. Next noodle place, I smell this down the block. This place cooks up a bowl of mackerel soy sauce ramen. Look at this thing. This is an absolute beaut. Char-grilled pieces of chicken, scallions, egg, thin straight noodles. I mean, you smell the chicken, you smell that wonderful umami fragrance of the soy sauce. Holy moly, this thing smells so freaking good. Once you take a sip, that flavor just keeps changing. It's a little gelatinous. You definitely taste the soy sauce and that great umami flavor from the mackerel. This is a deeply, deeply flavored bowl of noodles. The texture is just 100% absolute perfection. So chewy and all that great flavor from the broth steeped right in. Gooey, creamy egg. Dunk that in the broth as well. That is so creamy. Add a bit of hot oil to this. Look at this. Oh my god, chicken is so tender. If you love shoyu ramen, this is the bowl for you. Also, what's so good about this place? Unlimited refills on noodles. Let's get a piece of that charred chicken too. Oh, that chicken is charred so nicely. Fantastic smoky flavor. Goes perfect with these noodles. That's a really, really unique bowl of ramen. Also, I got a second bowl. This is their mala paitan ramen. Oh, I forgot, in each bowl of ramen, there's these caramelized onions as well to add a bit of sweetness. Look at this. Giant roasted pieces of chicken. This broth looks like it's got some heat. Oh, wow. This is a very, very fatty broth. I had something similar to this in Tokyo. See this, you can see the broth is like congealing on top. This is where you definitely need a little bit of acid. Get some radish. After taking one bite, your lips are all sticky from this broth. It's a very rich broth, but it's spicy. It's got great chicken flavor. Same delicious, scrumptious thin noodles. And in this bowl in particular, the noodles are able to grab onto that broth extra well. Ooh. Couple slurps in, you definitely feel the tingle on your tongue. The numminess is setting in. This thing's got a good amount of heat. There definitely ain't nothing subtle about this bowl of noodles. The same great slices of tender chicken. Goes great with some pickled radish. When it becomes overly rich, this is my kind of broth. Rich, aggressively seasoned, tons of great chicken flavor. Noodles are delicious. I love the heat. I love the numminess. It's so unbelievably good. Such great value too. There's tons of broth in here. If I didn't get 2 bowls, I'd for sure get another couple orders of noodles. This is such an interesting bowl of ramen. This is called an EK ramen. Never seen anything like this before. It's a mix between a tonkatsu and a shoyu ramen. So have perfect marriage of ultra rich and ultra umami. And look at these giant pieces of char siu. Oh my gosh, look at all that fat that's in there. Some greens, seaweed, and medium thick straight noodles. Oh, this broth smells intense. Whoa, this broth tastes like butter. This may just be the richest ramen broth I've ever had in my life. It's so rich. I mean, I thought that chicken broth was rich. That thing can't hold a drumstick to this. I feel like I almost have to chew this broth. It is porky, gelatinous-y. I mean, it is definitely delicious because besides the thickness, you got that huge burst of umami in this broth. Everything is so bold about this bowl of noodles. Thick noodles, thicker broth. Look at this. Really fatty char siu too. And like I said, besides the richness from the tonkatsu, you get all that great umami flavor from the shoyu. I'm just gonna add a bunch of raw garlic in here. I think I definitely wanna add some vinegar to this. What you can do as well here, once you finish the noodle, you still have broth left, they actually give you rice to mix into the broth. I think some vinegar, perfect. A little acid to cut through the richness. I like the crunch from the greens, the extra fattiness from the char siu. Love the addition of the raw garlic. I mean, if you want a bowl of noodles that's rich enough to probably buy the tallest building in Gangnam, at the same time with deep, delicious umami flavor, you gotta check this place out. This is pretty darn incredible. Very, very unique bowl of noodles. I mean, the first bite will definitely shock you, but the more you eat, the more you can't put this down. This is such a deeply satisfying bowl of noodles. I think the thicker noodles is necessary for something this rich. I definitely recommend adding some vinegar. It is so uniquely delicious. Definitely my type of ramen. One last meal today. A very pepperoni pizza and no more pizza. So this is a pepperoni bouquet pizza, and it's a little personal pizza. A ton of pepperoni, tons of cheese as well. Very thin, toasty, caramelized pizza crust. A ton of cheese in here. Spicy, crispy pepperoni. Pepperoni is very spicy. Oh, the crust is very nice, especially the caramelized edges. They also brought over some dipping sauce, a little garlic aioli. This is a beautiful, delicious pizza. I'm gonna hit pause on this Japanese noodle day. This is gonna be my dinner because today is a Monday. A lot of places I wanted to go to isn't open today. So we're gonna pick this food tour up tomorrow. See you then. Good morning. Breakfast today starts off at Mapo. And this is ramen place I was at before when I filmed the Cheap Eats video, because you can get a bowl of ramen here for about $7. Last time I was here, I tried the spicy ramen, but that's not their most popular ramen. So I'm back to try what I missed out on. Well, it's even fattier piece of char siu today. Look at this. You can just cut through the entire char siu with your chopsticks. That's how tender this thing is. Beautiful gooey egg. What I got last time was a spicy dipping broth. Most people get their original, which has supposedly more of a umami flair, and you can taste the anchovy much better. Yeah, as much as I like the spicy version, you taste the anchovy, the seafood flavor, all that great umami much more with the regular version. Oh, thank you. And they came over and told me to add some garlic and spicy shrimp to the ramen, as well as one hit of vinegar. This is about as good of skimming as anything you'll find in Japan. So 2 little spoonfuls of garlic, 2 little spoonfuls of spicy shrimp. Adds a tiny bit of heat to this, and the shrimp adds even more umami to this dipping broth. It brings a bit of crunch as well. Char siu. It's one of the most melt in your mouth piece of char siu you'll ever experience. You saw how easily it broke apart with just a squeeze of my chopstick. If I lived in Seoul, I want to eat here every single day. My #1 ramen recommendation in Seoul, try this place out. You won't be disappointed.
So this is a udon restaurant. It's run by a Japanese couple and it's very, very popular. I just waited about an hour and a half to get in. And as soon as you walk in, this place smells so good. You smell the meat roasting on the charcoal and the beautifully grilled pork covered in that sweet smelling sauce. This is 1,000 times amazing. Wow. First of all, the pork is great quality and there's tons of fat with every single piece. And every bite you take, you get that great charred flavor, the sweetness and umami of the sauce that's just drizzled all the way down to the bottom of this bowl of rice. Add a little wasabi. This is some next level udon. Juicy, tender meat melts in your mouth. Fat goes perfect with some fresh wasabi. There's a subtle crunch on the outside of the fat, and then it just completely renders on your tongue. The rice is so good as well. Chase it with a little miso soup. You can chase it. A little bit of pickles and peppers. Add a little nummy peppercorn into the udon. This is an absolute must try.
Sorry, when I was filming the udon, my microphone ran out of batteries. What I didn't get a chance to say was that that's one of the best versions of that dish I've had anywhere. I tried this dish a couple times here in Seoul. Nothing compares to this place. This Japanese couple, the food is super authentic. The pork is juicy, the sauce, the juice from the pork mixed with the rice is heavenly. Also, I love coming to Starbucks in South Korea. There's always new pastries and drinks to try. 7-layer chocolate ganache cake. Well, that's ridiculous. I love the drinks they have here too. It's a peach fizzle. Anyway, always going to ramen or udon spots I never tried before. There's a lot of amazing noodle shops here in Seoul, and there's always new ones to try. I think the last time I was here, I tried a bowl of blue ramen. That was uniquely delicious. And this time, the skemen, you gotta try the skemen. So delicious and such an amazing deal for about $7 US. And as always, guys, I'll place a win-to listed down below for you. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.